Minsu is shocked. They're all in danger. She prepares to rush out, but her father sees her and says, "I've known everything for a while now, sweetheart." Surprise twist, he wasn't clueless. He hugs her tight, thinking she was weak and bullied. He gets emotional, saying she learned boxing to defend herself, and he promises, "I'll always protect you, just tell me who bullied you." Minsu realizes he's living in his own little world and decides to use that to her advantage. She lies and says, "The bullies kidnapped my friends." Her father is furious. "I'm coming with you," he says. They jump in the car and rush to save them together. Meanwhile, the doctor prepares to operate on the handsome guy, planning to transplant his cornea into the villain. The handsome guy cries and begs, "Please take my life, but don't take my sight." But no one listens. The surgery begins, but the handsome guy wakes up mid-operation, so they only manage to take one cornea. The other remains untouched. The villain, thrilled, with even one, starts using it immediately. He realizes he now has the power to control energy and devices. The handsome guy wakes up with bandages over his eyes in pain. Beside him, the healer, now old and frail, holds his hand and explains everything. He tells him the villain took his power, drained his youth, and now he's weak. He uses the last bit of his strength to try and heal the guy's eye, then passes out. Later, the villain holds a grand meeting for his followers, sitting on a throne. When they see him, they don't recognize him because of his youthful appearance. They assume he's a scammer. To prove himself, he flies, jumps high, and tears down part of the wall with his hands. But instead of impressing them, it terrifies them. Then he changes tactics. He goes to a paralyzed man and heals him, making him walk again. Then he approaches a mother whose daughter is ill and absorbs her pain, curing her. Finally, a man with severe burns challenges him. The villain absorbs the burn damage, which transfers to his own body, but he drinks water, and the wounds disappear. The crowd cheers his name, now convinced of his greatness. Just then, Minsu and her father arrive. The villain senses them and pretends to greet them as admirers, acting as though he's only there to meet her father. But in truth, he plans to drain his life energy. Minsu spots the tattoo on his arm and realizes he's the evil Superhuman. She strikes him hard, breaking his arm. But he calmly drinks water, uses the healer's power, and heals himself instantly. He becomes angry and tells Minsu she'll regret it. "Give me your heart," he says, "or I'll take it myself." She snaps back. "Heart? You don't even have one." Her father, realizing this is the bully, jumps in to protect her. He throws on his boxing gear, ready to kill him. But Minsu stops him, holding his arm and warning, "You can't take him. This is beyond you." She accidentally lets a bit of her strength show, hurting him slightly. Suddenly, the kind woman and the mysterious guy arrive, having escaped. They're happy to see Minsu, and assure her they're okay. They introduce themselves to her father as her friends. The villain grows angry. He's being ignored. He reveals he now has the power to absorb others' abilities, meaning he's taken the powers of both the healer and the handsome guy. The teen realizes the danger. He now possesses two of their abilities. Minsu's father, still unaware of who he's up against, charges at him. But the villain throws him aside like a rag doll. Minsu rushes to catch him and takes the hit instead, knocking her unconscious. The villain appears behind her and sends her flying. Minsu realizes he's fast, just like her. She decides to end this. They clash in a brutal fight, throwing punches and kicks, their powers shaking the battlefield. The others can barely stay grounded. Minsu kicks him high into the air, but he blocks her next strike and slams her through a wall. Still, she refuses to give up. She kicks him again, sending him flying. She corners him and asks, "What have you gained from all this?" Then punches him repeatedly with speed and precision. He uses the healer's ability to restore himself mid-fight. He grabs her leg, throws her into the air, and slams her into the ground. He steps toward her to finish her off, when suddenly, the mysterious guy grabs the kind woman's hand, asking her to boost him with energy. He blows a powerful gust of wind at the villain, sending him flying, buying them time. The kind woman seizes the moment. She grabs Minsu's hand and channels her energy to recharge her strength. It works. Minsu wakes up. But the villain suddenly uses the handsome guy as a power. He shuts off the lights and vanishes. He reappears behind them in a split second and punches Minsu, sending her flying. He defeats the mysterious guy with a single finger tap, slamming him to the ground. He doesn't want to kill them yet. He wants to absorb their life energy. He moves toward the kind woman and she trembles in fear, thinking he's about to end her life. But then he realizes, the one who can transfer powers without surgery or pass his powers to others. That scares him, so he backs off. He decides from now on, he'll use her for his own benefit. Do what I say, or I'll kill your friends in front of your eyes. Suddenly, the handsome guy and the healer arrive. Using his injured eye, the handsome guy distracts the villain just long enough. Minsu strikes from behind with a powerful punch, sending him flying into his throne. The heroes unite. The kind woman grabs their hands and sends energy to the healer. He heals the mysterious guy, who rises and faces the villain. He combines his strength with Minsu, blows a gust of wind to launch her through the air toward the villain. She headbutts him, smashing him through a wall. Her friends rally to help. Each one grabs the kind woman's hand to share energy. Together, they bring down the ceiling right on top of the villain. They cheer, believing they've finally defeated him. But the building can't handle it. It begins to collapse. Suddenly, the villain emerges from the rubble, grips a water tank and drinks every last drop, healing himself completely and becoming stronger than ever. Now furious, he grabs the mysterious guy by the neck, slams him down, and knocks him out. Minsu tries to attack him from behind, but he senses her and chokes her. Then he lands a powerful punch to her stomach, making her cough blood. She hits the ground hard. Her tattoo begins to fade, a sign she's dying. The kind woman breaks down, thinking Minsu is gone. She tries to save her, but the villain steps in and threatens her. Transfer your power to me, or I'll finish all of them. Devastated, she agrees. She holds his hand, filled with hopelessness. But secretly, she's executing a brilliant plan. Instead of giving him energy, she drains his and sends it into Minsu, reviving her. Minsu gets back up, stronger than ever. She charges at the villain and hits him with a bone-cracking punch that shakes the room. This time, her attacks actually hurt him. She launches him into the air and begins an onslaught of rapid blows, not giving him a second to heal. She throws him into an electrical grid, weakening him. But she dodges every move. You thought I was just a sweet little girl, she growls. But I'm ruthless and I never stay silent. She lands another powerful punch, sending him flying again. He grabs 2 steel rods and tries to strike her. That's supposed to hurt? She grabs the rods and breaks them like twigs. Using her boxing skills and super strength, she unleashes a flurry of punches and kicks, completely breaking him down. Her friends cheer. It looks like she's finally defeated him. But suddenly, the place starts to shake. They realize the electricity is unstable. An explosion is coming. The handsome guy, terrified of electricity, musters up his courage. He holds the kind woman in the healer's hands and absorbs their energy into his injured eye. He finally overcomes his fear, stands in the center of the electrical surge, and absorbs all the energy, cutting power to the entire city. But then, he channels the energy back. A renewable form of power now flows through him. For the first time, the mysterious guy acknowledges him, shaking his hand. I'm proud of you.